Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
Hello everybody and welcome here inside of Greybull High School, home of the Buffaloes. Just about an hour and 10 minutes north of Thermopolis. It is the Bighorn Basin Conference Tournament on Two Basins Sports Network. The Bobcats, due to having the number 1 seed, had a bye from the quarterfinals, but Greybull, however, participated as the 4th seed. They took on the 10 Sleep Pioneers, and very much predictably beat 10 Sleep. So, with that being said, we're getting ready to go here in the semifinals. Winner of this game will go to the championship game this afternoon. And the Bobcats, you know, their mind is set on revenge. This time last year in Thermopolis, they lost to Burlington in the championship game in overtime. Burlington Huskies are looking well on their way to getting into the championship game too, just taking down Shoshone by 30. I think it was something like 50-something to 4. Shoshone lost that game. We've got here at the tail end of it. So Burlington will play Rocky Mountain here in just a little bit. Championship game will be at 4:30 today. Third place game will also be at 4:30 at the middle school. Loser of this game will go to that third place game to play the loser of the Rocky Mountain Burlington game. So far, my bracket is perfect. I knew this was going to be the matchup for today, Greybull and Thermopolis. 6 minutes put up on the board. We are ready to go. The semifinals. William Garrison and Thomas Wilkinson will be tipping it away for us here in Greybull. And the tip, and we are underway. Bobcats with the tip. It's the Bighorn Basin Conference semifinals. And Garrison gives up to Weber. He'll step out. He'll go on a skip pass to Bo Defo up top. He was not in the game against Burlington. Shot on its way for Garrison, up and no good. Rebounded by Colt Collingwood. Up into the right side and intercepted. Garrison on the interception. He loses his footing but gets back into it. Soren Weber with the left side. Passes left side now to Defo, and now left side to Egger. Egger comes to a jump stop. Weber fires. 3 is no good. Rebounded by Bo Defo. Goes down to the left side. Up and in. Defo to break the seal. And just like that, the Bobcats are up 2-0. Defo, the first scorer of the day. Going back up top, the 4 of Marshall Brown. He'll go right side. Now here comes DeShazer. Tries to go right side. Shot on its way from the center. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Jenks. Apollo Jenks brings it down to the timeline. Now here comes Garrison taking himself. Baseline drive. Kicks it to Bo Defo in the middle. He'll try to kick it back out. Now here comes Egger up to the corner to Weber. 3! Soren Weber! And he'll score the first 3-point field goal of the day for either side. 5-0 to start the game here. Bobcats are being scored as the away team. However, they are wearing the white uniforms today due to being the higher seed in the tournament here. Out of bounds and out the near side, it's going to be Apollo Jenks. We're going to be scoring them as the home team on our scoring graphic. Up onto the corner, shot on its way for Defo. Almost got the 3 to go there. And a good grab there by Kason Harabia. They're going to bring it back down the floor. Here comes Greybull. Back up into the center circle, being harassed by Jenks. Goes right side, tipped by Weber. Keeps it in bounds, and Jenks is there to get it. Here comes Garrison. Bounce pass left side, back up to Garrison. Right side, up and in. William Garrison for 2. He's going to be one of 3 Bobcats to score. Soren Weber with 3, William Garrison with 2, and Bo Defo with 2. Bounce pass left side. Here comes Kason Harabia with it on the volleyball line. 7-0 in case you're just tuning in. It's the Bighorn Conference semis from Greybull. Greybull the hosts this year. Brendan DeShazer. We told the story a little bit about how this tournament was in Greybull. It was actually originally supposed to be in Cali, and the girls' tournament was supposed to be in Greybull. As here comes the Bobcats down the right side, passes left side. Garrison up and in on the assist by Jenks. Garrison, the Bobcats points leader with 4 on the day now. 9-0 is your score. Up onto the left wing, trying to get rid of it is Wilkinson. He'll go up top now. Here comes the 4 of Marshall Brown, and this one's tipped and stolen away. Weber gets out in front. Here comes Egger, takes the shot up and in. And the Bobcats red hot to start, and we have a timeout. Greybull will use their first of 5. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the Bighorn Conference semifinals from Greybull High School, and we'll be back here in just a sec. Here's a word from Thermopolis Basketball Club.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
I'd like to welcome you back inside of beautiful Greybull High School and even more beautiful Greybull, Wyoming, home of the Buffaloes. It is the Bighorn Conference tournament from Greybull, Wyoming. As we were getting ready to say earlier, this tournament for the boys was supposed to be held in Cali. However, there was a bit of a scheduling conflict. 2A regional wrestling, 2A West regional wrestling is supposed to be in Cali as well. So they said, hey, let's just swap the dates. The girls can be in Cali this year again for the 2nd year in a row, and the boys can be in Greybull. So we were told that by Rocky's athletic director at the end of the girls season. We asked him, hey, why are you guys holding it back to back? He's like, well, it was because we decided we wanted to do regional wrestling. We forgot about that. That one's up into the corner. 3! Soren Weber, back-to-back threes. And it is now 14-0 football score here in Greybull. And they're going to call a foul down there on the baseline. And it will be the first foul call of this first quarter, surprisingly. They've kept it pretty clean through the first half of this quarter. 2:08 to play in the first. It is a Bobcat foul on the 14 of Bo Dafo. Shot is up on the left side, up and in, number 50, Thomas Wilkinson. And he'll score his first bucket of the afternoon here. Left side, Dafo dishes it up. Apollo Jenks off the glass, and it's a foul. 14-2, and it looks like Apollo Jenks is going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. Foul was committed by Wilkinson for his first personal foul, first team foul for the Buffaloes. Apollo going through his motions, shot on its way off the front of the rim, no good. And we have a sub coming on, number 41. Appears to be Noah Blakely into the game for the first time today. Jenks getting ready for his second free throw. This one's up and gets it to go. So one for 2 on free throws there. Here they go down the left side. I'm actually taking stats today. Shout out to Josh Livingood back home in Thermopolis. I'm sure he's back in Thermop right now watching his son Grayson at the B&C tournament in Thermopolis. He gave us some resources actually before the senior night games. This one's tipped away. Garrison right side. Here comes Apollo Jenks back up to Egger. Egger comes to a stop. Now up top, shot on its way. Garrison off and no good. And here goes Dafo with the rebound. It's up and it rolls off. Rebounded by Wilkinson, who's been getting after it today. Wilkinson also holds exclusivity over the scoreboard for Greybull today with 2 points, and he's going to try to make that 4, but the ball is loose. Weber gets out in front of it. Here comes Egger down the left side, up no good. Defoe on the rebound. That one's up and in. Bo Defoe, 4 points on the day, and he just got 4 with that beautiful finish at the rim. 17-2. Bobcats playing like they've been here before, which because they have. Up top. And the Greybull fans getting into it here. We have a foul. 26 seconds on the board. Yeah, I love to see the home fans getting into it here, trying to support their hosting team here. This is a second foul for Thermopolis. This one charged to the 11 of William Garrison for his first personal. Up into the corner. Drive down the right side. Shot its way. It's up and a foul. Going up to the bucket there was Colt Collingwood. Great job drawing the contact. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And this is going to be Defoe with his second foul. Third team foul for the Bobcats. Shot on its way. It's up and not even close. Colt Collingwood's going to try it again. 21 seconds to go with no change to spare. Oliver Stranger into the game for the first time today. He'll come on to replace William Garrison. My voice is still a little scratchy from senior night last night, so I apologize. Colt Collingwood taking his second shot. This one's up and gets it to go. So Collingwood gets his first bucket of the night. 1 point on the day. Here comes Apollo Jenks with it. Goes up to the right side. Egger looking for an opportunity. He'll dish it back up to Jenks. Now up to the right wing. Here comes Garrison. Garrison through the middle. Takes the shot. It's on its way up off the left side. No good. Grabs his own rebound. It's up. It's no good. Buzzer will sound already. Thomas Wilkinson with the final rebound. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Bobcats starting off the semis strong, 17-3. But can Greybull turn on the Jets? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
Like talking back, start of the second quarter. And 17-3, the Greybull Buffaloes have only put up 3 so far in this second quarter, or in this first quarter, I meant to say. I apologize. So far, your scoring leaders looking like this. Soren Weber with 6, William Garrison with 4, and Bo Defoe with 4. Other scores today have been Braxton Egger, who has 2, Apollo Jenks with 1, Colt Collingwood with 1, and Thomas Wilkinson with 2. I've been really proud of how Wilkinson in particular has played today. Speak of the devil. There he is, left side. That one's up and no good. Ball is loose. And picked up by Cameron Martinez, who's fresh into the game. Moving to his right side. Oh, fakes him out. Here comes Garrison. Garrison loses it. Kicks it back out. Now here comes Stewart. Up top to Martinez. Left side to Weber. Back up now up top. Matt Martinez lets it fly. 3! Martinez with the 3 ball to start. And the Bobcats as a team have drained 3 3-point field goals today. 2 of them coming from Weber. 1 of them from Martinez. Right side, loses control of it on the Buffalo. He's going to try to get rid of it. This is the 42 with it. That is the wrong roster. There we go. And a foul. They're going to call on, or no, a timeout. So it looks like a timeout, and I'm thinking it's for Greybull. Yes, it is. It'll be a Buffalo timeout with 5:05 left to go on the board. Stay with us. You're watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Enjoy this ad-free timeout. Brought to you by Thermopolis Basketball Club. Like talking back here, 30-second timeout for the Buffs. And we are back underway here. Up into the far side. Bounce pass, right side, shot on its way for the right, up and no good on the shot taken by Thomas Wilkinson, and it's taken back by Weber. Through the middle of the floor, here comes Garrison, goes right side to Weber. Weber with 6 points on the day. Now here comes Martinez. Now here comes Garrison up to Stewart. Stewart, good job holding on to it there. One dribble, goes up to Weber, pump fakes, drives up. Here comes Strager, ball's loose and it's out. And it's going back to the Buffaloes. Unfortunately, Oliver Stranger must have rubbed a little bit of oil on his hands here or something, because that was a bit of a struggle over there on that baseline between the Y and the B. Must have decided, hey, when he had breakfast this morning, he was probably like, I don't need a knife to butter my toast. I'm fine. I'm just joking. Right side, here comes the 43 of Will Fink. He'll give it up for the 14. Tries to pass it, and Stewart almost got it taken away there. And Bobcats have had raccoon hands all day, or all season. That's where a lot of the points this season from the Bobcats have come off of fast break points. They haven't really had to lift much of a finger, and you saw that in the games against Cody and the second game against Worland. You know, when they're not able to get those steals, there's not much they can really do. They got to find that's why it's so imperative for these teams to hold on to the ball the best they can, try to create those opportunities. And I'm not saying that they can't score off of non-fast breaks. I'm just saying that's where a lot of their points are coming from. They have struggled when they're unable to create those turnovers. So looks like a foul here on the Buffs. They're going to bring in two Bobcats, Jackson Skelton, check that, foul on the Bobcats. They're going to bring in Jackson Skelton and one other player here. I'm trying to get a hold of who that is. I think it's Dafo back into the game. And the one will try to chase it out. That is Kaysen Harabia. That is going to go out and back to the Cats. Bobcats as a team have only put up 3 in this quarter. They put up 17 in the first. Let's see what they can do here. Up to the right side. This is Dafo through the middle of the floor. Shot is up to the left side. Up and no good. And out of bounds it goes. Dafo was looking for his third 2-point basket of the day. I think so far he's sitting at up into the corner. Shot on its way for 3. It's up. It's no good. Oliver Stranger on the rebound. Up past the timeline. Weber almost got himself a travel. Here comes the skip pass to Jackson Skelton from Stewart. Skip pass back over to Stewart. Now here comes Dafo. Now up to the far side to Weber. Weber on the baseline drive. He's stopped. Gives up to Skelton. Now right side Stewart. Stewart does not like to take that 3 unless he's forced to. He only took 1 last game against Burlington. Shot is on its way. 3! Soren Weber. 9 points on the day. All 9 of those have come from 3-pointers. That is absolutely incredible. And we have a whistle. I think it went out of bounds. Oliver Stranger was over there. 23-3 is your score. In fact, actually, on that topic, both of the field goals today, in this second quarter from the Bobcats, have been off of 3-pointers. Greybull has had a very tough time stopping the Cats from outside the arc, and this is a team that loves to shoot. And it seems like Coach Royball's just letting them play their game here, and it's obviously working. A 20-point lead here in the second with no signs of slowing down just yet. But Greybull, though, they are doing a good job trying when they are able to use some of that bravery to, and if they don't force a turnover, they are able to get underneath the bucket. And that is going to be a threat for the Bobcats once Greybull can clean up some of those mistakes. And they just had one there with a traveling violation. I think that's either the second or third time they've been called for that today. Up top, it's going to be Egger, Defoe. Right side or left side now to Skelton. Gets up underneath to Oliver Stranger. He has it on the low post. Shot on its way. It's up. It's no good. And we have a whistle. I'm thinking it's probably a timeout or a. Nope. It is a foul. It looks like on Thermopolis. It'll be their third foul. They're going to get Oliver Stranger for his second personal. He's going to come out of the game. Looks like they're going to bring in Cameron. I think Cameron Martinez just came back onto the floor for the Cats. Possession arrow pointed to the south end of the gym. If it's a jump ball, it will go back to the Cats. Going back up top here, this is the 2 of Jace Pauska. He's going to try to get rid of it. He's in a bit of a caddy corner. Goes to the near side. Here comes Collingwood. Collingwood with it on the left side. He's looking for a skip. You can definitely see it. He's looking for that 43, but he's going to have to settle back door here to DeShazer. DeShazer right side up into the corner. Here comes Pauska. Pauska guarded by Skelton. He's going to try to go 2-on-1. Picks it up, kicks it back out. That's an open 3, and he won't be able to go as he misfires. But the offensive rebound by Jace Pauska, but he goes into a turtle. That's going to be going back to the Bobcats off the jump ball. And now back up to the Bobcats. Here comes Braxton Egger with it. Egger's former team, the 10 Sleep Pioneers, just got knocked out of the winner's bracket. They'll play in the third place game against Shoshone, or not third place. They'll play in the consolation bracket against Shoshone later today. Rebounded up the right side. Can't get it to go for Defoe. Defoe there on the O-Rab. He'll kick it back out. Egger, back turn, kicks it out. Stewart, left side now. Here comes Defoe again. Drives left side, kicks it out. Now here comes Jackson Skelton down the left side. It's up, no good. Skelton loses control, keeps it in and out of bounds. And you have no idea how unbelievably happy I am to see Jackson Skelton out there on that floor for this team. If the Bobcats definitely brought their best today. There's no doubt about it. And he's getting some considerable playing time as well. He's not just coming off the bench in the fourth quarter. He's getting some pretty solid playing minutes here. Left side, guarded by Defoe. Now he'll get up to the corner. Up 41 with it. He'll move up to left side, now up onto the elbow. Kicks out now right wing. Tries the skip pass. It was almost intercepted. But it's going to go out of bounds. And back to the Bobcats. The intended target there was the 41 of Noah Blakely, and it just did not end up that way. 39 seconds to go. Bobcats trying to score at least one more time before halftime. Right side, Egger puts the shot. Oh, and it rims out. Rebounded by the 43 of Will Fink. We've seen his number attached to a couple of rebounds today. Kicks up to the far side. Guarded by Skelton. He's getting hounded. Are they going to call a foul? Yeah. It looks like they are. I'm sure if that would have been called a travel, there would have been a riot. Jackson Skelton is going to get his first personal foul. Fourth team foul for the Bobcats. They'll toss it in. 21 seconds to go. Up into the corner. Looking up to the far side. Pump fakes. Looks to his left. This is Fink with it. He'll dip it up to the 44. Shot on its way. I think that's Collingwood. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Defoe. Up to the right side corner. Steps out. Egger. Baseline drive. Going down left side. Defoe. It's up and a foul. And gets it to go. I'm waiting to see. Yep, they did count it. That'll be Defoe's first bucket of the quarter. He's got 6 points on the day, trying to make that. Oh, dear God, he's trying to make it 7. Was 6. It's going to be 7 if he makes this. God help me. 6, 7. Anyway. Shot on its way. And, yep, thanks, Bo. I mean, I'm glad that you got 7 on the board now, but, like, at what cost? They're going to try this. Oh, it hits the basket support. Hits the little stanchion up there on the top side, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Time flies when you're having fun, and this game has gone by way too quick. I know middle school games are pretty short, but, like, good Lord. First 2 quarters in the books here. The Bobcats have limited the scoring from the Greybull Buffaloes. They did not score a single point here in this second quarter. Greybull will look to turn their fortunes around in the next period. 6 minutes up on the board for halftime. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. You're watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. The future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. The second half of the Bighorn Basin semifinal returns when we come back.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network. Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
Hello and welcome back inside of Greybull High School, home of the Buffaloes. It is the third quarter, about ready to get back underway as the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Greybull Buffaloes. It is the Bighorn Conference semifinals on TBSN. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here for making this possible, including Kirby Consulting, Thermopolis Basketball Club, and Leah May's Little House of Quilting, proud sponsors of Two Basins Sports Network. Glad to have y'all back with us here. The Greybull Buffaloes and Thermopolis Bobcats, and the score line is not pretty. 26-3 is your score coming into this second half. Your top performers today have been Soren Weber with 9 points, Bo Dayfolk, who's sitting at 7 points, and then for Greybull, Thomas Wilkinson is the score leader for Greybull with 2 points on the day. Almost made it 4 in that second quarter, though. And I've been really proud of how Wilkinson and Collingwood have been playing today. I'm also going to shout out Will Fink, who I think has also been doing really well today. He doesn't have any points on the board yet, but he is definitely getting close. 26-3, we are back underway for the start of the third quarter, halfway through this semifinal game, and potentially a quarter of the way through our action here today as the Bobcats, although this second half is going to show a lot here, Greybull could possibly come back. And after that varsity girls game here back earlier at the earlier part of the month, I am not really any game in this place. I'm not going to call from the first half, right? I'm not. Greybull is a very, very scrappy team. They definitely have the ability to come back in this game, and I think they, will probably be given. They'll be given a huge chance here. This one's ripped away on the foul by Garrison. So Harabia was trying to get up to the bucket there. Unfortunately, didn't quite have an opportunity. Had some contact from, actually they're going to give the foul to Egger. Shot is up the right side, up and in. Wilkinson for 2. We have a foul, I think. So let's see what's going on here. Referee is trying to see what's going on. Up there, man. So, yeah, never mind. We're all good. 5 on the board for Greybull. 4 of those points coming from Wilkinson. Shot on its way from Weber. No good. Rebounded by Garrison. Right side. Pump fake. This is Dayfo. Back up top. Here comes Weber into the paint. Left side. Egger on the 3. It's up. No good. And he'll be given back up to Weber. Weber goes to his left side here. Shot on its way. Pulls up, and it's through the chute for 2. Will Garrison now sits with 6 on the board. Oh, left side almost got the steal he wanted. Goes to the left side, shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Good look, though, from Colt Collingwood. Now here comes Egger. Left side, Weber pulls up. Can't get the 3 to go, but rebounded by Garrison. Right side, up and in! He's got 8 on the day. Beautiful performance here for Will Garrison in this semifinal matchup. Going up to the left side, intercepted. Apollo Jakes gives up left side. They're sharing it. Right side, he leaves Jakes wide open. It's up and it's in. Apollo Jakes with 3 total. His first field goal of the day. His only point before that point was off of a free throw. Kicks it on back to the wing, goes to his left side. Here comes the 5 of Brendan DeShazer. We have a foul. I think they're going to call a blocking foul on the Cats. This is going to come back the other way. Checking into the game appears to be Will Fink. He'll come on to replace Colt Collingwood. Baseline, inbound coming up. Greybull on that right side. They'll bounce pass up to the corner. Feeds it back up. Ball is loose. Egger giving chase, and it's out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Bobcats. Fantastic hustle by Egger, but the ball was just a little bit quicker that time. Egger will inbound from the near side. Tosses it up. Here comes Soren Weber. Now left side, Egger left open, but he'll try to go and he'll penetrate. Kicks it up to Bo Dayfo, and Dayfo doesn't have quite a big enough wingspan for that pass. That's going to come back to the Buffaloes. And now here comes the Buffaloes again. Number 1, I think this is. Yes, it is. It is Harabia. Harabia loses the ball, and it's taken away. Garrison on the steal. He finds Apollo Jakes. Right side, takes the shot. No good. Weber on the rebound. Here comes Garrison again. Right side, up and in. 34 on the board now, and that is Garrison. 2, 4, 6, 8. He'll break into the double digits. He's got 10. Up top here comes Thomas Wilkinson. Now he'll go right side to Marshall Brown. Gives it back up. He'll find Wilkinson again. That one's up and it rolls off. Wilkinson could have had 6 there. He'll find Egger. Right side. Gets the shot. No good. Kept in bounds, and the rebound by Will Fink. He'll give it up now to the 5 of Brendan DeShazer. DeShazer will bring it up out of the backcourt. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Ball is loose and out of bounds. We got subs. Yeah, we got mass subs. Oliver Stranger, Jackson Skelton, Logan Stewart, Cameron Martinez out onto the floor for the Cats. The only remaining member from that starting 5 from the half is Apollo Jenks. Trying to keep those starters fresh for the championship against either Burlington or Rocky Mountain. Up to the free throw line, Martinez looks to the corner. Shot on its way for Jenks. That's up, can't get it to go. And the big rebound. This could be a fast break. Marshall Brown down the left side. Takes the shot up off the side. No good. And Brown took a hard lick to the mat. Oh, thank goodness he looks to be okay. Left side, Jenks, Stewart. Now to Stranger. Stranger trying to penetrate. One dribble. He'll kick it back out to Martinez. Martinez right side. This is Stewart. Stewart up to the corner. Here comes Jenks. Now back up to the 15 of Skelton. Now here comes Stranger up top. Stranger looking for a man. He'll go left side behind him to Martinez. Martinez swings through right side, and they're going to call the travel. 34-5. Bobcats on top. And this is looking eerily similar to the Burlington-Shoshone game that just happened about half an hour ago. Or 45 minutes ago, rather. Up onto the volleyball line, loses control of it. Here comes Stewart, gives up to Apollo Jenks, stops there, takes the shot, cha-ching! And cashes it in for 2. That is going to make it 5 points on the day for Mr. Jenks here. Giving it on back to the top of the key. Now, left side gives up to Irving Gallegos. Gallegos goes right side, and now here comes the 42 of Alan Hernandez. Shot is up on the left side. That one's up, no good. Poked away, still in. Oliver Stranger on the defensive rebound for Thermopolis. And this one volleyballed away, punched up, and now here comes the 15, and they're going to call the jump ball as Jackson Skelton, I believe, the 45 of Gallegos got in there. And we have a timeout. So it is a Bobcat timeout this time. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. You're watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. The future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Trying to see what kind of timeout it is first. But we'll be back here in just a moment. Here from Greybull High School. 36-5. Bobcats on top.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
30-second timeout. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Greybull High School, home of the Buffaloes. 1:12 to go in the third quarter of this semifinal game. Here comes Skelton. Mid-range gives up now to Stewart. Now here comes Cameron Martinez. Go right side to Stewart. Now up under the free throw line. Skelton underneath to Stranger. And Stranger loses it, and Irving Gallegos gets the steal for the Buffaloes. And now back up top. Here comes the 2 of Pauska. Pauska trying to get there to take it. Oh, no, it's a loose ball. Gallegos in there, and a jump ball. And 45.9 seconds to go. Rounds up to 46. And it's going to be an inbound coming up for the Buffs. He'll toss it into the middle. That one's intercepted by Skelton. And now here comes Apollo Jenks on the breakaway. Left side down to Oliver Stranger. Tries to reverse. It's up and it's no good. We have a foul, though. I don't think it'll yield any free throws, but let's see. 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Nope, it is not going to. It looks like it's going to be an offensive foul on the Cats. That'll send it back up to the Buffaloes. Inbounding will be Alton Hernandez. Hernandez tosses it into Pauska. Pauska up past the timeline. Up top, stops. He'll look to his right side. Here comes the 14 of Irving Rodriguez. Now he'll go left side up to the 41. Now bounce pass right side. Might have an opportunity. Hernandez to the bucket. Now up to the corner. Shot on its way for three off the top of the basket. No good. And ball is still in play. And the ball is loose. 14 with it on the left wing. He'll go right side. This is Will Fink with it. Fink tosses it back up to Blakely. Blakely looking for a man. 3, 2, 1. And will not get a shot off in time, and that is going to conclude the third quarter. Well, that brings us to the end of the third here in this semifinal game, and still 6 more minutes of action to go here from Greybull High School. You're watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter here in the semis.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
So we just got instructed by a couple of the Burlington players to give them a shout out. I don't know their names, but shout out to the Burlington Huskies. I don't have any problem doing that. I have deep respect for Burlington and the Burlington schools, so I've made that pretty known. Not a Husky fan by any means, especially if I'm calling games for Matitzi, and I'm also a Farson Eden Pronghorns fan, but that one's up and in for three. Soren Weber. Honestly, no threes in that third quarter for the Bobcats. All of them have been 2-pointers. They've still amounted to a good total, though. 10 points. And the Greybull Buffaloes have not scored since that first quarter. And it's on a steal here. Here comes Weber down the left side. It's up and it's in. 41-5. Here in the semis, and Greybull will play the loser of Rocky versus Burlington. Right side, the ball is loose. It's going to be a foul. Oh, we forgot about our clock. We do apologize. 5:03 to go. So the first foul of the quarter goes to Stewart. It'll be a shooting foul. 2 shots coming up. Shot on its way, it's up and it's no good. By the way, I made a mistake. Greybull did score in that third quarter, so I don't know where I got that from. I think I pulled that out my butt. It was Wilkinson that had the score there. Thank goodness I am actually taking some stats here today. Number 1, second shot is up off the front of the rim. Neither of them will go. That is Harabia missing both of his free throws there. Up to the left side, up into the corner. Here comes the 11 of Garrison, now to Weber, right side to Defoe. Bobcats have their starters in. Right side, shot on its way and a foul. It looks like it's going to be on the floor. First team foul for the Buffaloes. And the Bobcats are 4 points away from running clock rule here. Shot on its way, backboard no good off of for Egger. Shot is up for Dafo. Tries to grab his own rebound. Still anybody's ball, and it's taken back by Marshall Brown. And a big heave and out the baseline. Out of bounds, and it's going back to the Bobcats. Don't quite know what was up with that, but it's going to go back to the Cats. Here comes Weber on the inbound. Oh, our clock is way off. It is 4:28 to go here. Stewart with it. Garrison penetrates, gives up to Weber, now to the corner here to Egger. He'll drive on the baseline, bounce pass up the right side. Garrison up and in. And Garrison had a really good third quarter in particular, put up 6 points out of his 10 today. He now sits at 12. Ball is loose on the free throw line and a foul. Or no, check that, I meant to say a travel. I knew that, I just didn't, it just kind of slipped out of my mouth there. Mass subs for both Greybull and Thermopolis, although Greybull is replacing their entire lineup, it looks like. 5 for 5. They'll clear the bench there with 1 to spare. Cameron Martinez bringing it up the floor here for the Bobcats. He'll go left side to Stewart. Stewart, left side, Skelton back up to Stewart, tries the rare 3, it's up, no, man, that one looked like it was going in. Rebounded by the 41 of Noah Blakely. They'll bring it back up the floor. I believe this is Hernandez with it. He'll go left side back to Blakely. Now here comes Gallegos. Gallegos left side to Blakely. He is harassed in the paint there. We got a foul, I do believe, on the Cats. So let's see what's going on there. It's going to be on the baseline, so no risk of free throws there that time, but Jackson Skelton will pick up his second foul. They're not going to bring in reinforcements just yet. Well, maybe they will because we have a timeout. Greybull is going to use a full timeout. They're down to their last full timeout, it looks like. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. You're watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. The future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. 43-5 here in the conference semifinals.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.
Talking you back here as we get started for the fourth, or as we get back into the fourth quarter, should I say. Stolen away by Cameron Martinez. Coming back down on a baseball pass. Here comes Stringer. Right side up, no good. Rebounded by Skelton. That one's up, no good. Picked up by Jenks. Now back up top here to Stewart. Stewart moves to his right side. Now here comes Stringer. Stringer bounce pass and a foul. Looks like they're going to nail him on that north baseline, and it's going to be 3:14 to go here in the game. Almost halfway through the fourth quarter. This has been a ton of fun here, being here in Greybull. It's always nice to be in this town. I really do like this town. I love all the Bighorn Basin equally, but okay, maybe that's a lie. I don't like it all equally. Obviously, Thermopolis is number one. But I do like being here in Greybull. It's always fun to be here. It's always nice to stop through here on the way to Cali and Lovell and Burlington and Basin. Well, not Basin, but you know what I mean. Right side, Apollo Jenks right side. There's a tornado siren going off here. I think they're testing the emergency sirens here today. Right side is on its way. It's up and it's no good. Oliver Stringer on the rebound. That one off the glass, no good. And a jump ball. 2:54 to go. The jump ball will benefit the Buffaloes. Possession arrow headed that way. In case you're just tuning in, 43-5. 4 of those 5 have come from one man, Wilkinson. He's got 4 on the day. He's not in the game currently, though. Oliver Stranger on the takeaway, down the right side. It's up no good. Apollo Jakes on the rebound. That one's up no good. Here comes Martinez on the rebound. Feeds it back up to Skelton. Here comes Stewart through the middle of the floor. Throws it up. That one's up no good on the floater. And now Martinez gets it to go and draws a foul to go with it. Count it for Cameron Martinez. Martinez, his first bucket since the second quarter where he dropped that three at the top of the second. And he's looking to make his points total 6 if he converts this and 1. Shot on its way from Martinez. It's up and it's in. And we are now into running clock territory. The sirens are still going off. I don't know if you can hear them through my headset. I doubt you can. Right side, here comes the 45 of Irving Gallegos. He'll give it on back to the 41 of Noah Blakely. Blakely right side. We have a foul. Actually, no, we might not. We have a timeout. 30-second timeout for the Greybull Buffaloes. That is, I think, their last partial timeout. They have one full timeout remaining. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. You are watching middle school boys basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. Future of the Bobcats here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Coming up after this timeout, we'll be almost ready to give our Thermopolis Basketball Club player of the game. We'll be back in just a sec. Here's an ad-free timeout courtesy of Thermopolis Basketball Club. Welcome back inside of Greybull High School, home of the Buffaloes. 46-5, the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Greybull Buffaloes on Two Basins Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting, Thermopolis Basketball Club, and Liam May's Little House of Quilting. Stewart with it on the near side. Less than a minute to play here. We're under the running clock. It's up and Skelton draws the foul. So because of the 40, it's a 40-plus point difference, which means the clock will run for the remainder of this game unless there's an injury or a timeout. That is the rule with the running clock. And now we're down into the last 90 seconds. That means it's time to deliver your Thermopolis Basketball Club player of the game. And it's a tough one, but I'm going to give this one to William. I'm going to give this one to William Garrett. Actually, yeah, I'm going to give it to William Garrison. Coming in with 8, 10, 12 points. He's the only player. Actually, no, he's one of 2 players that got into double digits today. Actually, no. Actually, check that. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to revise that. I'm sorry, Will. You're still an honorable mention. I think Soren Weber is actually going to be our player of the game. He had some more impressive shots than Will, that's for sure. Most of his points actually came from threes. There was only one bucket that did not come from three-pointers. Soren Weber finishes the game with 14 points today compared to William Garrison, who has still an impressive 12 points. It's close. Like I said, I have extra certificates. I could just give them both player of the game. But honorable mentions today include William Garrison, Apollo Jenks, and I'm also going to give this last one to Bo Dafo. Honorable mentions today for the Greybull Buffaloes include sorry, that one is up and no good for Skelton. Honorable mentions for Greybull include Thomas Wilkinson, as well as Will Fink and Colt Collingwood. Ball is loose. Oliver Stranger did a good job defending there. That is going to run out the clock. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. That is the end of the semifinal game. The Thermopolis Bobcats take care of business here with the final score being 47-5. We are awaiting the results of the Burlington Rocky Mountain game. We will let you know on our Facebook page what happens there. The championship game, which was where the Bobcats are going, is going to be held today at 4 p.m. here at the high. Let me actually double check that. Yep, it is going to be held actually at 4:30 today at the high school. There are a bunch of consolation bracket games that are going to take place here first. Ten Sleep's going to play Shoshone, and then The winner of that 10 sleep Shoshone game, which I'm going to say now probably going to be 10 sleep, is going to take on the winner, or going to take on the loser of the game against Rocky and Burlington. In fact, there's the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies right there. So that game's going to start in 35 minutes. We'll be back here at 4:30 p.m. for the start of the championship game. I'm going to go get something from the what's it called? The what do they call that area again? Shoot. There's like a special area for workers and bus drivers and stuff. Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm going to go get some food. I'll see you guys back here at 4:30 p.m. on Two Basins Sports Network. And as always, until next time, please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. 47-5 final score for the Bobcats. They win. They will advance to the championship. William Garrison is your player of the game. Brought to you by Thermopolis Basketball Club.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline.
Sorry about that. I meant to say Soren Weber.
Thermopolis Basketball Club organizes competitive basketball for Thermopolis youth, teaching fundamentals, sportsmanship, discipline, and teamwork for grades 3rd through 12th. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our athletes. Proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network.